Hi, I'm Carson Shepard, and I'm Levitate's Product Operations Manager. Today, I'll be going over our releases from August of 2025. I have a lot to go over today, so I'm going to jump right in. Our first update that I want to talk about is our Universal Assistant. It's a new update that lives in the dashboard, campaigns, content calendar, contacts, pretty much everywhere in Levitate. So think of it as your personal assistant to help you answer questions, pull contact information, and even show data like your daily send limit. To access it, you'll click on the right-hand little star button on the dashboard or whichever page you're on and choose AI Assistant. You can ask questions and have a conversational flow with this assistant and even draft emails, social media posts, and blog posts. Next, I wanted to show some updates we've made to the campaigns page. First and foremost, we've updated the design a little bit. So if you hop in and notice it's different, we've updated it and added the new HTML newsletter tab. And so this tab allows you to directly access your HTML newsletters that you've built, as well as the ones that Levitate has created for you. Next is our new YouTube thumbnail embedding tool. So instead of going to YouTube, getting a screenshot of the video, getting the URL, and getting it all into an email, we've made the process a lot easier with this new insert button for YouTube video. So it'll pull up and you'll just enter your YouTube URL, choose insert, and it's embedded into your email. You can also add these to blog posts as well for posting onto your website or your hosted Levitate blog. Next, we have a couple of updates with our donation board for our nonprofit folks. The first is pretty simple, but when you go to export contacts, donations, or donors from the donation board, it'll now include the email address associated with the donor that has made a donation, and you'll have that in your records with that export. The next update is for filtering. So now you can choose between donors, which will show all your donor and an aggregate of the giving, or donations. This will show every single donation you've gotten. You can also sort it by date range and amount, but it just gives you an easier way to flip between looking at donors versus looking at donations when you're looking at the donation. Next, we have a few updates for our schedule a meeting feature. The first is for admins on accounts who need to manage other users and their meeting links and meeting pages. Instead of going all the way through admin settings, you can now see the meeting links for all of your users on your account. That way you can go in and edit their meetings, copy their meeting links, and view their meeting pages in a much faster way. And the next update that we've made is the ability to clone a meeting. So if you go to a specific meeting, hit the three dots up in the corner here and choose clone, it'll automatically clone the meeting. From there, if you need to make any small tweaks, you can, and it'll just save a lot of time with duplicate entry if you're making a lot of the same meeting types. And then finally, the last thing we can do here, we've added a lot more merge fields for the meeting notes. So instead of just having the first name in the meeting reschedule link, which is the default, we've also added the ability to add in merge fields for meeting booking details, the meeting itself, any action links, so the reschedule link or going to your meeting homepage. You can even insert information about yourself, so your first name, your full name, your email, your phone number. So just some more descriptors for when you're sending out those important meeting notes to folks that have booked meetings with you. Up next is the new ability to tag based on survey responses and completion. So when you go into a survey on the settings page, you're now able to add a tag to a completed survey. So here I'm going to add in just completed survey. And if you don't have a tag for that, you can add it there. And it'll show all the tags that it will add once the respondent has completed the survey for you. And we can also add tags based on questions. So for custom questions, we have short answer, checkboxes, and dropdowns. Right now, we'll be adding tags based on checkbox answers and dropdown answers, just because those are within a limited space, whereas a short answer can get a little long. And so for a checkbox, you can enter the question, what's your favorite color? You can put a number of options in there. And when you want to create a tag, you'll click create a tag from answers, and this is question by question, and it'll let you choose the prefix. So by default, you can keep this question but you can also just make it look like this. So when someone answers the survey, the tag favorite color with their answer will be added as well. So just a really powerful way to keep track of the important answers you're getting from surveys you're sending out, whether it's a custom survey, an event registration, or even a satisfaction survey. So a powerful way to keep up with what clients are telling you. In the past quarter, we've made a lot of updates and enhancements around Google reviews. We've also added the ability to turn Google reviews into social media posts. I covered that in my Enhancements review. But now we've updated our Google reviews reporting page, which provides a lot of power and ability to check in on those reviews, send responses, and even create social media posts. So when you go into the review, you can see who's left the review, if you've replied to it, and even create a social media post if you need to. You can go in and create it, save a draft, but just a really easy way to access all of those important reviews and make sure they stay top. Now, when you're creating a social media post with a Google review that you've received, you're able to add your company's logo overlay, just like you are with any other social media post. So the first thing you need to do is make sure that you do have your logo uploaded to Levitate. But once you know that, you can go into the testimonial post, and here in the right-hand corner, you'll see the ability to toggle overlay logo on, and that will overlay your company's logo onto the post itself for more branding. If you're an admin on your Levitate account, you're now able to access, set up, and edit your company's business hours. Levitate uses business hours as a way to keep email looking authentic. Most of the time, folks have it set it up between 8 and 9 a.m. and 5 to 6 p.m., just so your emails are sending when people are doing business during the day and not at crazy hours during the night, so it looks like you sat down and wrote your email yourself. The way to update and access those business hours as an admin is you go into the settings in Levitate. You'll choose the admin tab up at the top, scroll down to company settings, and from here you'll see a new blurb that just gives you some insight on how business hours work. You can either enable them or disable them, but when you enable them here, you can hit manage, and it lets you set individual business days for every day of the week if you'd like. So if you have a day that the office is closed, you can turn them off, or you can just set them up to be different for Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, just to keep your sends looking authentic. We've had the ability to create an opportunity through automation step available for a while, but we've just added the ability to update an opportunity as well. So instead of just creating a new opportunity, automations can now check in on an opportunity in flight and update it based on that step. So if you click the update an existing opportunity instead of creating a new one checkbox, you'll be able to choose the board that you'd like to apply it to and the stage that you'd like to apply it to as well. So this just gives more options for using automations to kind of sit back and manage your business opportunities through Levitate. Another update we have is with our surveys. Just like with hosted blogs, we've added the ability for your survey pages to be updated with your custom branding information. If you work with your success specialist or our support team, you're able to add a custom header and a footer with your logo, a disclosure that you may have, your privacy policy, and even menu links to go to other pages on your website. Our goal is to make your surveys look and feel as close to your branding as possible. So when folks look at it, they know it's coming from you. And when they're answering a survey, they'll know that it's a survey that's going back to you. And so if you want to make those updates, just reach out directly to your success specialist, and they'll help you get those updates made to your surveys. And that's all I have for today. Thanks so much for checking out the August 2025 release review. Keep your eyes out for new features and product updates, and like and subscribe this YouTube channel so you get it at the top of your page every time there's a new video. We're really excited to show you what's coming out soon, so I'll talk to you later. Thanks.